Hi, welcome to the Gamesplainer. I'm Jeff the Gamesplainer, and today I'm gamesplaining Whistle Mountain. So if you have watched my Gamesplanation, you'll have an idea of how this game actually works. I'm going to have a playthrough. I've set the game up for 2 players. There is no difference on the 2-player game to the 3 or 4-player game. So just so you're aware, the blue player will be second player. He's taken the Riveter special skill, which basically means every time he takes any of these, he'll get 1 more. And the red player has taken Lead Engineer, which means whenever he builds one of these, he will get 1 of them as a bonus. So let's get straight into it. Red is the first player. So the first thing he's going to do is send out an airship and actually take that spot because he's going to get 3 goods for that. So he'll get an iron and 2 coal. And then it's Blue's turn. Blue's going to send this one out, which takes up 3 spots, which gets him 2 coal. Back over to Red. Red's going to send this one up, which gets him a water and a gold. Blue is going to send this up here, so it's costing him 2 coal, and he thinks it's probably worthwhile grabbing this one to start with. So we'll put that over there. A new one of them comes out. Blue thinks it's probably appropriate to just go there at the moment, which will get him an iron and a water. I've done one thing out of order. I do apologize. I'll have the go now, but Red will have 2 turns, so it should be his go. So he's going to go there and spend 3 coal to allow him to grab one of the things just there, and he thinks there's probably best viability to get that one, and that gets replaced. Okay, it'll be Red's turn again because he should have, there's something weird happened there. I do apologize about getting out of order. I'm sure I'll put a little note on that and that will get fixed up within the editing. You'll notice there's no guys that I'm able to put out, which means that they can't any longer do the collect action. They could have chosen to do the forge action at any time, but he has to do the forge action right now. So what forge does is it pulls all of the airships back from that player. That then allows him to build and get guys up and move forward. And you can do these in any order. So he's got 2 things he can build. It will cost him 1 water to do both buildings. It will cost him a gold to move the guy from here onto a spot. So he's going to do all of these things, but it's going to be a little bit of a different order than one would expect. He thinks he'll start with building this one first. Then he will send the worker from here across. He'll take that spot. So that costs him a gold to do that. Then he'll do his second building, which costs him a water. And that will go on here where he just had the guy. That guy then gets pushed across to the side. He now gets that token. He can use that token to get 6 points straight away. He also gets 5 points for placing that. So by turning that token in, that will be 11 points total. And that's all he can do with that. So we then move on to the other player. Blue has also no airship, so he has to recall all of them and do the same forge action. And he will do a really similar thing. So he will build there to start with. He will pay 1 gold to bring one of his workers up, and he'll place that worker just there. Then he will spend a water to build again, and will build right on there. This guy then gets pushed across, and he gets that token for what he's just done. He's grabbed 4 points by placing that one, and he might spend that token straight away, which will get him a card. So he now has a card and 4 points. That card allows him to spend a gold to do 1 building whenever he chooses to play that. So I'll just put that there. And it's back to Red's turn. Red is going to use this one. He's going to place it just there. He can't place that one there because that's only 2 things long. You can't go across 2 factories, so you can only go on 1. So he's going just there, which will gain him 2 coal it will gain him 2 whistles. And because he's next to this factory, that will gain him 1 more coal and 1 iron. The other player's going to do a really similar thing. He'll place that there, which will get him an iron and a coal for the actual factory he sat on. You can take these in any order, by the way. He will get a coal and a gold for what's directly below him, and he'll get 2 coal for the factory that is next to him as well. It is back to Red's turn. Red's going to place his 3 down there, which gets him 3 waters, a gold, and 2 coal. He only has space for 1 coal, so he can only take 1. He's pretty full up now, so he can actually do some stuff around the outside of the board without needing to do things in the middle of the board. So let's keep moving. Blue is going to go just there, and that will get him 2 whistles. That will also get him an iron and a coal, both of which are full, so he can't use them, but he just wanted the 2 whistles. So let's move forward. Red really needs to be able to build stuff up, so he's going to go over here, and he'll actually spend his 2 whistles. So he gets 3 pieces. He'll take that one, and that one for the moment. Back over to blue. Blue is going to go here, which allows him to spend 3 of the iron to take 1 of these. So he's got something he can build next round. Okay, back to red. Red has no more ships, so he must do the forge action, which is call all of the ships back. Then he has 3 elements that can be built, and he can also move some guys around. So what he's going to do is he'll spend the 2 water to build all 3 of those elements. So he will build this one just there. So it's 1, 2, 3 points for that. He will build, he would build this just here, but there's a ship in the way, so he can't do that. So he'll build that there, which gives him 4, 5, 6 points. And then the third one, he will build there, giving him 9 points total. So he'll just return the 1 and take a 10. He can spend a gold. So he moves one of the guys, and he thinks he'll place that guy just there to guarantee that it's going to be built, because you can see the other guy's going to build either here or here. So we'll see which way he takes on that. And that's all that red can do. So we move to blue. Blue also needs to recall all of his ships. Blue can now build, and he only has 1 factory to build, so he'll build that, which gives him 12 points. Before that gets built, however, he will use his gold to move this guy, and we'll go to there and allow him to build on here. So blue comes across to this space and gets that tile. Red just comes onto this space. Blue will then use that to get a tile in. Because he has this riveter skill, that actually allows him to take an extra 1 in. So he's going to take 2 tiles in. So he thinks he will take this one and this one. He's going to spend his water. So he's only done 1 building. He's going to spend 2 water to enable him to do the other 2 buildings. And he's going to actually build them straight away. So that one builds there, which gets him 1, 2, 3, 4 points. So he'll build that one there, which gets him another 1, 2, 3, 4 points. So it's 8 points total. So he'll take a 10 and replace 2. And it is back to red's turn. Red is going to use this one up here, which costs 2 coal. I think he'll take that one to be built later. Blue is going to go just there, which allows him to get 2 whistles and 1 gold. Red is now going to go just there, which gets him a coal and an iron for the place that he's at, a whistle for the area just in here, a gold for the area just above that one, and then he can spend a gold and a water. That allows him to move a worker. So he will move this worker and he will place the worker there. And then it allows him to build, and he'll use that to build. So he'll build straight on there. That gets red 5 points, and that moves straight across, taking out that symbol, which allows him to build again, but he doesn't have anything to build. So I'll just hang on to that one. The other thing that's just happened is because we have built above that line, the water rises. If there were any ships in the space that was just covered, they would be moved back to their board. So what Blue thinks he should do, Blue really needs some water. I mean, he has whistles that could stand in for the water. So it might be worth his while. No, he will use the whistles instead of water. So he might go over to here to get some more scaffolding. So he will grab that one for free. He will spend a whistle to grab another one. He'll grab that one. He will not spend another whistle to get another one, but he'll also grab this one because of his special ability card. Back to red. Red is going to go just here and spend the 3 coal that he has. Probably this one. Moving on to blue. Blue's going to place his marker there, which gains him a gold and a coal. He can't fit the coal in because the coal's full up. A coal and an iron. So I'll take the iron, can't fit the coal in. And then he can spend a water and a gold. So he'll use a whistle as if it's a water and gold as if it's actual gold to enable him to move one of his guys and to build. And he thinks he'll build first. So what he'll do is put that in like that, and then he'll move his guy from the scaffolding and he'll place him there. And that gave him another 3 points for each of the touching edges. It's back to red. Red has nothing he can do, so he's got to pull his guys back. He can then build. He only has this one to build. He has a choice of either building it here and pushing a blue guy across, or he could build down here, which is okay, but that will be lost within 2 rises of the water. He thinks that he might build it at the top, so he'll spend his 1 gold to move a guy up there, then both those guys will come off and that will get built on the top. He gets 8 points for that. 8 points into his little stash. These guys then get pushed across, and blue gets that bonus, which allows him to take one of the things at the top. It's now blue's turn, and blue also will need to recall all of his guys. He will build, and he's got 2 that he can build at the moment. So he will build upwards. That guy to there, which gets him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. And he'll spend a whistle as if it's water to build this one. And he'll build that one down here, which will get him another 1, 2, 3, 4 points. So he's getting 9 points total. So I'll put the 1 back and take the 10. Sorry, that was blue that did that. And then he will spend his gold. He might spend the 2 gold to bring a guy from drowning up, so he gains 5 or doesn't lose an extra 5 points. I've just noticed that we should have raised the waterbed when this one was built, so this actually looks like that. Okay, I think that's enough of the game for you to get an idea of how the game actually plays and what's going on. The only thing I haven't really managed to do is use those or get those tokens. They work the same as these. They're just ongoing benefits all the way through the game. If you have any comments or suggestions, please write them below. If you have any games that you would like to be Gamesplaned, please shoot me an email to thegamesplainer@gmail.com. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter @thegamesplainer to keep up to date with the games that I'm playing. Subscribe to my videos to keep up to date with the games that I'm gamesplaining. And until next time, enjoy gaming.